two sides to every story.
Sure.
We didn't talk to the other guy. We don't know what happened. We just see what.
Yeah, we're just seeing what's here. All right, get the machines fired up. We're got a deck job / leveling, packing around the foundation, and so we gotta remove all these footers to the deck. These are not.
They're not deep enough.
Reposition these, and that's what we're gonna do today. Concrete stairs buried here that the other contractor just decided to leave right there. And then this is where it's leaking on this side here. So we're gonna try to compact this in. There is crushed stone on the foundation. We're not gonna dig it up. We did speak with somebody who did inspect this, so slope it away, compact it, and we gotta watch out for the septic system as well. All right, let's get going.
All right, first order of business. We're going to take a crack at these stairs, start digging them out. And we dig, and we dig some more. We give it a little nudge, and it doesn't budge. There's a lot of suction on these stairs. They're treads facing down. So we end up going around to the back side of the stairs and digging out behind those too. As you can see, that ended up helping a lot. Still wasn't quite enough to get those stairs to move. We're estimating it weighed probably 18,000 to 20,000 pounds, which is double the weight of our machine. So whenever we got a good grip on it, it just would pull the machine in rather than pulling the stairs out. So we had to improvise. And by improvise, I mean dig some more. We ended up taking the skid steer to dig out a ramp so we could get closer to the stairs, so we could use more of the machine's power. Just like us, the further we extend our limbs, the less strength we have. So us being further away and higher above the stairs, we don't have as much strength. So by digging out the ramp, it gets us down lower and closer, so we have more strength from the machine. Well, as you can see, it's still pulling the machine into the hole. Our machine weighs about 10,000 pounds. Our skid steer weighs about 10,000 pounds. Staircase weighs about 20,000 pounds. So, we gotta make our machine weigh 20,000. We got ourselves a skid steer counterweight. We connected the machines with the chain. Give it a little tug. It's actually pulled the skid steer. So, what I ended up doing was angling my bucket down into the ground so he could just shimmy that staircase out of the way, just enough so that we could put our easy precast deck pier in. Let's see if it works.
Sean gave us the okay, we're good. Go ahead and cut the slack and we'll unhitch.
All right, yeah, you did move quite a bit. Yeah.
Well, that did the trick. We got it shimmied out of the way just enough to make room for the concrete deck pier. Now, we're backfilling this in lifts and using the excavator bucket to compact it so it doesn't create sinkhole like it did before. We ended up putting about 4 inches of crushed stone under there, compacting that in a couple inch lifts. Well, now that we got the pad prepped, setting it down on our compacted pad, making sure it's nice and plumb, it's in position. We end up sprinkling in half buckets around the deck pier, and then I hand compact it in lifts as well, all the way up to the top. With having a nice solid base underneath it, it stops it from settling down. And then with having it hand packed in lifts up all the way around it, is to help prevent it from moving side to side. It does take a little bit longer, but every time you do anything right, it takes longer, but it also lasts longer.
All right, so we got this one set to our height. You can see how much lower that one is to be below frost. We also compacted that in 4 6-inch lifts and tamped it all the way around. We got our marks laid out. We overextend our marks way past where they need to be, so when you start digging, they're still visible. So I think we have time to maybe move 1 or 2 more. Moving the big hunk of stairs took a very long time, but it is what it is. We also got to move these over a little bit so that they're more evenly spaced. So this is something else we have to do. We have to build this grade back up. The house, you can see how it's all leaning right towards the house. So we're gonna take that, fill this up and pitch it away from the home. We're gonna build up a little bit, and we're gonna actually put fabric and gravel for underneath our deck, so it'll probably stick up another 1.5 inches. We'll bring it up a couple inches worth of gravel. You also want it mounded or up around the pillar so that water will go away from this and not pool.
So at this point, it's just rinse and repeat. We're going to pull them out. We're going to dig down to our proper depth, do a gravel pad, compact that in lifts, plumb it, make sure it's all in the right position, using our string lines, backfill, compact in lifts, and so on. I'm going to leave you guys to some time-lapse footage, and I'll turn on some music and leave you guys to it till the next update.
All right, little job update. Tanner came here yesterday by himself and pulled these stumps here, part of the job. We had an electrician come out and tone the power lines, and they went really close to this stump and right in line with another stump over there. So we're not pulling those. We recommended that she get a stump grinder out for that. The roots could be wrapped around the wire, and when we pull that stump out, we could pull the wire, or we could hit the wire while we're just trying to rip roots. We're just building a little pad for the propane tank here. We had the customer call the propane company, move that tank. We're building up the grade up to the insulation. You can see that there's like big, giant low spots where water sits. And you can see it tilts back towards the house. Like spots like that, and pools. There's a big low spot right here. And she's saying she's getting water between that window and this window. And then there's obviously a big low spot here. You can see where it just naturally settled. It didn't.
This material that we're dumping here is called bank run gravel. It has been screened to get out some of the bigger boulders out of it. It's sandy and clay material mix. It compacts really tight, and the idea is, since she does have a perimeter drain around here with clean wash stone underneath it, this nice compacted layer on top will repel water away from the house. And the good news is we did some follow-up with her after a few days of heavy rain, and she had no more water coming into her basement anymore.
I'm gonna compact this after I finish raking. Our second load of topsoil is here. It is really heavy. We didn't know if he was gonna be able to dump, but we were gonna scoop some out. All right, he got it. All right, we'll go back to raking, I guess. I think we'll be done raking, compacting around lunch. We'll stop and get lunch. I think hopefully we'll be able to get the gravel, crushed stone down. All right, we're finished up with this job other than hydro seeding it. Just loading up one of the machines. I went back to my house for lunch, grabbed the trailer, figured I'd take one home. But we got this, get all our material here, so that's all cleaned up. Pulled a bunch of stumps over there. Tanner didn't film that, I wasn't here. But we just spread about 15 yards of topsoil. Big change. We filled up her flower bed with topsoil. Buried these easy deck piers below frost. Regraded all this topsoil. Had some extra stay mat, so we built a little platform for stairs to go. We did not put the topsoil all the way up to the house. You normally would want to help hold that. However, the customer wants to put some decorative stone there, and that'll be fine with helping with erosion and everything. The water will hit that stone, go filter through it, hit our compacted, pitched area, and then move away. There's a bunch of grade here that we did. Topsoil. This is all water will pitch right away from the house now. Made a little pad of stay mat for her propane tank. Now it's not touching her house, and it's actually flat and level, safe. Next project is to come back here and hydro seed. Hopefully we'll be able to do that next week. We'll definitely film that. Okay. Customer, I did walk her through what we did. She was pretty happy. So I'm gonna chain the machine down and head home. I'll come back for this machine probably this weekend because I'm tired.
So slight change of plans. The morning we were going to go hydro seed, she had sent us a message asking us to remove these raised beds and then spread out that topsoil and hydro seed this area as well. That was pretty easy work for us. We just scooped them up, threw them in the dump trailer, hauled them away, spread out the topsoil. I did video all of the hydro seeding, but the SD card was corrupted and it didn't come out. But I did take a handful of videos with my phone for a short, so I'm going to throw those in the end. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a good day.